I'm about to start sewing McCall's, this design right here. And as always, I will be giving just a little bit more time for people to come on board and not miss a thing. So in the meantime, I am bringing in the pattern, what it looks like. That's the official vintage pattern. And I hope that the noise from the fan is not too bad. Let me know if it is. Um, I'm pretty sure that it's in the lowest setting. So I'm also going to be waiting on that. So let's see here. Oops. So how's everybody doing? And I'll start in 30 seconds. You know, it's so different, the feeling of the weekend to working and doing videos during the week. My mind is more set for working and I am so relaxed. Somewhat slow, if you will. So this is the pattern, what it looks like. This one right here. It is an easy, I'm starting off with an easy design. So it is McCall 7841. This is the vintage original pattern here. You can also find these on download in different selling sites or even on eBay. I think I saw people selling and mailing off the pattern. So that's what the pattern looks like. And in a second you'll see I went ahead and gave these pieces because we're going to do the kerchief. I didn't have it, so I took it from another skipper pattern, so they should be the same. And I went ahead and got the serger on to make this a quick sewing. So here we go. This is their kerchief, and I took it from McCall's 7480, and that's why it got mixed up. This one is 7841. So I'm borrowing it from another one. So hi, welcome Holly Tea Time. Thank you for coming, and thank you everybody for your likes. That is helping my channel and the algorithms. So gotta follow what makes it possible here on YouTube. So this is a skipper that's going to be getting the dress. So we are just about to get started. So I am moving everything to the side. I got my water here, got my patterns, and we are ready to go. So looking at the pattern, as I mentioned, this is easy. What I'm going to do is I did not do the collar on the neck. I mean, I didn't do the neck area. What I like to do is, first of all, it doesn't say it here, but we are going to ease it a little bit. So I'm going to get the scissors and cut it so that the material will be a little bit more malleable, as you see here. So see that? And what I'm going to do is sew that area with soft tulle. Let's see here. I'm cutting myself a piece here, and I'm making a little bit of noise because I have I think that's going to be enough. So I cut me some soft tulle, and I'm going to get started and getting the lighting in here. So if you're interested I have this dress on pre-order special only during the live stream. So it is at my Ko-fi shop. And if you're just interested to see what the price is, you can go ahead and see it. After the live stream, it's going to go away. And it is a pre-order. After it's done, of course, you're going to see the dress. I mean, the dress is going to come out really cute. But there is going to be the sale. After, like I mentioned, the listing is gonna go away. The dress is going to be finished, and so is the special pricing. So that's another way to say thank you for being here on live stream. And thank you for visiting my Ko-fi shop. Okay, that was kind of awkward for a reason. So the link is in my bio. You would need to leave the chat. And if you already know my Ko-fi shop, that'll be one step easier for you. So here is the tool. It's already in there. So next thing to do is to hold it down and sew. Let me see. I am looking to see where I need a little bit of help. So take this down. Okay. So let's see how fast this is going to be done. The collar is the hardest part because it needs to be nice and straight. Having a tool there is about the best hack that I can share with you. It's what I do. It's very simple and easy, and it makes things go fast. So I like to hug the curb here, and the tool is keeping all these little bits and pieces of the material together. It looks like a little crown. And like I mentioned, the tool is keeping it down. And it's not going to fray. Okay, so let's take a look. There is our collar. Next thing to do, from the pattern, we have little dots. Let me open this up. I'll be bringing it back and forth. We have little dots, and over here, we have this little line. This is where the sleeve is going to be. So I am going to fold this, and I am going to use the pattern and pin it. And what I'm going to do is, this is telling me that I need to cut it around over here. Or you don't need to cut it, but that's where we are going to be folding the sleeve area. And here is the other one right around here. So the best thing to do is to cut, and I'll show you it's going to be okay. Nothing's going to happen. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a snip over right there, and a little bit of a snip over right here. That is the indication of where I'm going to be sewing for the sleeve. So now that I did the cut, you see it right there, and you see it right there. I still have the serger, nothing's going to happen, and I'm going to fold it and start from here. And here's the other one, and I'm going to end it right there. There. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I fold it. This is the sleeve, and there's the cut right there. And there is the cut right there. So there we have, oops, we have a little bit of extra loose thread here. So there are the sleeves, and let's put it together so that you can see right there. See that? So now that we have the sleeve, we're just going to put it together. Let's do it that way. And sew it together. See how easy this is? And I'm going to sew right where my finger is at. All right, so you want to see what that looks like? Right there. So let's take this little excess and do the other side. I can go a little bit further. So let's take it a little bit further, like over here. And I'll do the same for the other side. So this is a little bit higher than this one. So let's bring Skipper and see how tight this sleeve is compared to the other one. I will need to go over this one because I need them to be the same. So there we go. See how cute this is? Oops. So I went a little bit higher, and this one is loose, so it gives it a little bit more of a flare. So I'm going to redo this so that it's the same and it's tight like the other one. I'm going to start from here. Right over here. There. Just a tiny little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the little ruffles. Let's see what this looks like right here. Okay. So this is where the dress is, and with the pattern it is like a little bit lower. So do you want me to do the ruffles out of lace, or do you want me to make the ruffles out of the same material? Let me know. So I'm looking through my baggie. And here is this lace that I have here. So let's do the ruffles with the lace. So if I put it over, you won't be able to see, and then I'm going to do another row on top of it. I'm just going to give it like a light little gather. And doing lace is so much prettier and easier, because if I were to do it with the fabric, I would need to prep it, fold it, and then do this part right here. So right now we're going with everything that would be easier or easiest for you to do. Let's do another row, just like the dress. The reason why I'm going and not putting any ruffles is because this is going to be folded over. Okay, the top one is going to have a little bit more ruffles, or a little bit more gathers. And next, we're going to be working on the little kerchief. All right. The dress for Skipper also will fit Blythe. And look how cute this is. Oh, that is so cute. So, looking at the pattern again, right over here, we see that we have 1, 2, 3. This is because the dress is going to be open the way you see it here. And that's the initial idea. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to change the bobbin so that I can have white instead of beige or tan. And that way it's not going to be too bad. All right, so I'm going to fold this over. All right, let's do the other one. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel before I get to miss you. I will be doing more live streams. Don't forget to check out my Ko-fi shop. This dress is on super sale, and that's what I plan to be doing during my live streams. And after the live stream is over, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop that listing. I'm going to have the dress finished up. Right now, the pictures in that listing is the pattern pieces cut together. Oh, look how cute that is. Let's work on the kerchief. So, like I mentioned, the pattern that I had didn't have it, and I borrowed it from another one, 7480. So I went ahead and did the serger. Also, one little hack that I did is that I gave it about a 1/4 inch more. You see that? I gave it about a little bit over a 1/4, and that's so that you can put this on Skipper, or you can also put this on Barbie. So I'm going to sew it, and this is the reason why. Of course, I'm going to fold this over. And it makes it a lot easier if you give yourself a little bit more than what the pattern says. So let me show you again, and we're going to do the kerchief again. So that's where they stop it. Of course, I'm going to fold this, and I'm going to have about 1/8 more. It's not a lot that I'm going to have, but it is going to make a very big difference. And that is my little hack for you. So let's do so I'm going to fold this over like I mentioned, or I could do it later. So let's do it later so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to sew, easy sew. And the extra fabric that I gave myself blends in so well. So this part I am going to turn it in, and then go ahead and sew this. So let's just do this part here so that you can see. You can sew this way like I am doing, and then I'll sew the other way. Because I have the serger here, it makes it so easy to just to go ahead and do that. This is the part that you're going to need when you're putting in your snaps. So that's where the little hack is going to come in. You need that extra little help. Okay, and let me show you, where is my little, here. Oh, it happened again. I have some the tail end, and it just gets stuck in there, but it's easy. You can take this out. All right, so let me show you where the hack comes in. So let's start with this one. I'm going to use this excess, and I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to be, oops, I didn't tie it. So when you put snaps on your doll clothes, it does take time. You see how the little end just gets swallowed up by the thread? This part right here, let me see here. This part right here is going to get swallowed up too. So that is why, see that? That's one, that's two. And this is what takes them so much time. But I wanted to do this with you so that you can see that this is going to help you so much when you're doing the kerchief. Otherwise, you're going to have a very hard time, and it's not going to be enough. You're not going to have enough material to do this, and it's going to be so tight on Skipper's neck, underneath her chin, or in the back. So I'm done with this. And I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so if we're going to be putting it like this, we're going to put it over. So let's show what this looks like, and I don't want to miss that. So let's see here. Okay, see there? So let me put little skipper. This part is going to be folded over, you see that? Or, yeah, I need to fold this over. So let's do this right now. Okay. And this is going to go in here. So this part, it's so small. They always fall from my hand. So here we go. If I didn't have this, I would be like this, and that would be so terribly hard to do. So I need, or it's a lot easier to have a little bit of room, and there is no problem after you're done to fold that in. It's a little bill. All right, there we go. The snaps for the dress, I will put that later, because as you see, I'm just doing one. Imagine doing 3. It would be very tedious, very long, and you know, there's not that much to learn about sewing in and out. So I'm just saving you the little grief of making you watch this part. If you want to see the panties, let me know in the comments if you want me to do skipper panties and match them from the same fabric. So let me know now, and now I can go ahead and fold this. See that? All right, there we go. All right, there's the little hat. One is on the outside and the other one is in the inside, so that you can go like that. So let's put this on skipper. Oops, I just dropped something. And do you see that I just barely have enough with the extra fabric? I barely have enough to put it in here, so I can do it in the front or I can do it in the back. By the way, this is an auburn skipper. She, her hair changed from brown to red or auburn. Like a pretty little redhead. All right, there we go. See her hair? She has two-tone. And her scalp, so much hair. Her scalp is black. So she used to have dark hair. Okay. Here's the dress. There. And there it is. Let's that looks so cute. And over here in the back, I'm going to put the snaps right here. I think it would be a good idea to have her panties done. Let's see here. Let me see. I think it'd be a good idea because this is opening up. Let me see if I have the panties here. Okay, so I have the little thing. Let's do it very quickly. If you're interested about the panties, let's see, what size is it? It's 2.5 by 3.25. So let's get me some fabric. So I'm going through my fabric right now. All right, so I'm giving myself a little bit more because I have this vintage sewing machine and I'm going to need a little bit more because, so I'll show you. I'm giving myself a little bit more because I'm going to give myself a little casing. All right, so it is really cute to have matching panties for Skipper. So I am about to do it, and let me show you here. So the first thing to do is to ease it. So I'm going to cut it here. Cut it, and I'm going to cut the other side. Okay. See that? So I'm going to fold it. That much. That much over there. All right. I just want to make sure that you can go ahead and see this. All right. Okay. I'm going to fold it again. All right. So there we go. See how much I folded it over to the side? That's what you want to have for your panties. So now that I have that, see here. This is because I didn't have enough fabric, but it's okay. Sew it right over there at the tippy tip part. And you're going to cut it anyways. Okay? So I'm going to sew a tiny little crease, and this is why I gave myself a little bit of extra fabric on the top. Okay. Okay. So what you do need to have is very small elastic, very thin elastic. This is, let's see here. This is the size of the elastic. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. You see that? Okay. So what you want to do is put your little elastic at the tip, fold it over, and you want to see a little bit sticking up, and then sew it. You see what I did over here? I didn't sew up and down, I sewed it to an angle. And now we're going to sew the casing, and I'm going to pull it. See that? I'm going to pull it and keep it that way and sew. And I'm going to sew across. See that? It's not going anywhere. And look how beautiful the elastic looks on the panty. So now we're going to close the edge. Want to make sure that the top matches. Okay. And of course the bottom matches. See. Alright, so I did that so that the elastic is not going to go anywhere. It is nice and secure. And let me take all these little pieces of thread out. All these little pieces right here, because they're going to be popping up and saying hi. And you don't want that. So there we have the reveal of the little panty. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so let's take our skipper and put on her panty on. And she's going, and this is cotton, this is not stretchy. So the pattern for the panty in the McCall is good enough with cotton fabric. See that? See her little panty from the behind. See her little panty from the front. It's perfect. It's almost like short shorts. Oops, little skipper. Let's put your hat on here. So I do want to thank you. There is going to be another live stream of Skipper Blythe sewing. So let me give you a look of what this looks like on the Blythe. And I'm going to get an articulated one. I'm going to get an articulated one so that you can see what this dress is going to look like on articulated Blythe. So the hat's not gonna, it's not gonna fit, of course, but let's take a look. I have not tried this. I'm gonna try it now to see if the panties from the pattern are also going to fit Blythe. The panties that I do for Blythe are stretch knit material. This is cotton. So let's see here. So I don't know. So we're both going to find out because she's big. So it's not going past her legs. See how much smaller her legs are? So for me, I would have to make it wider, make it a bigger leg opening. So not intended, it was never intended for Blythe, but I wanted to see. But the dress is definitely, oops, we're gonna have a problem with these big hands. So I'm not, I don't like to pop their hands out because after doing that so many times, you're going to need to get different hands. So I'm going to open it up a bit. Remember when I kept on doing it tighter? So what I'm doing is, because I have a sharp item, I need to keep it closer to me so that I don't hurt myself here. So let's give it a try now. This is a good idea to put gloves on them or socks when putting an item like this. So it looks really cute on her. I'm going to hold it with the pin so that we can get the full effect. All right, I'm holding it with a little safety pin. And it looks darling on her. Very, very cute little dress. Let me cut this out here. The kerchief is not going to help her. Maybe it's going to be like a little boho bag. But I want to thank you for joining me. Again, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will be bringing the pattern here so that we can see what else is easy. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I have used this for years. This is the top, and it is, look at that. It's ripping from the bottom. Just noticed it because my items were falling. So what would be cute to do in here? Well, this one was easy, and I wanted to start with something easy. So I think this coat would be nice to do for the next live stream from this. So I'm going to look for fabric. I'm going to cut the piece, and I will be right back. So we'll see you in the next live stream. So up next is this one right here. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video. I'm going to do a short with Skipper and Blythe, and I'll be back after I cut the fabric on this. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.